Right guys, here I am with a new video, and it's basically talking about shark fins. And I noticed that a few YouTubers who are modding their E87 are basically putting shark fins and replacing the antenna. And one of the issues that I've seen on a couple of videos is that the base antenna on the E87, it's kind of thick, and so what they tend to do is put these shark fins that you can buy from AliExpress or any other third-party retailers. Now the problem with the AliExpress one, with my experience, is that this one here, the silver one, which is already spray painted but there's no lacquer on it, is basically smaller than it really should be. So even though it's advertised that it will fit on an E87, it actually doesn't, so that's a bit frustrating. And I just basically seen people who actually trimmed around this part to make it bigger to get it in. That didn't work, and what they done is they shaved off some of the base part of the actual E87 base antenna. So that was not a thing I want to do. I want to find a quick solution and easy solution. Now with this one, this is from eBay. I've got the reseller's details in the link below. I'll give that to you guys. This is a white one, however. This one actually is very similar in size. It looks a bit thicker, actually it is thicker, but not that much difference in size. They're exactly, well, you can see from the back, not that much different. It's a little bit thicker, but the main part is the base. Now if you look at it here, you can see it is actually much more bigger in the hole. This actually can go in there and you can see how big it is, right? So I think that's a plus already, and you can tell this one is definitely going to fit. You don't have to do any type of modifications. You don't have to bring out a Dremel or anything like that. This will go in with no problems. Now the problem is with this reseller, he only does white and black with a gloss finish, and my car obviously is a Titan silver. So what I'm going to do is spray paint it. I'm not very experienced at it. I don't have any primer for it. I'm just going to go straight up with the Titan Silver 354 and put some lacquer on top and see how that comes out. So let's see how it goes. Alright guys, this is my first time using this, and hopefully this works out. I'm going to evenly spray this. I've shaken this for 2 minutes at least to release the ball, and have at least 25 centimeters away from the shark fin, and hopefully get it done with at least 2 to 3 coats. And I'm going to go easy on the first coat, obviously very light coat. Let me just take that back a little bit so I can get some space here. That's in the center. Okay. Let's go to the other side. On there. And the front. I'm playing with the wind here, so that's a bit annoying. But that's a light coat right there, and I'm going to let that dry up a little bit, and I'll do the rest of the coats. Right, so I let the first coat dry up a bit. I'm going to go for the second coat now. At 25 centimeters away, and here we go. Right guys, so I'm doing the final coat, which is the third coat, and if there's any things that I've missed, I'll probably touch it up at the end, but this should give enough coverage hopefully. So here goes nothing. Right, so before we apply the lacquer, I want to see how that came out. And I'd say This looks pretty good. I want to get the other one from the AliExpress. And the Express one has a little shine to it, but hopefully with the lacquer I'll get that finish. I'd say it's pretty decent. Okay, let's do the lacquer and give it a good shake before I start. Okay, here goes nothing. Gotta do some light one on the first one. That stuff is strong. Wear a mask for this, guys. Wear a mask.
Okay, we'll go for the first coat. I'm ready to dry. So, it says here, drying time 10 to 15 minutes.
Right guys, so we are doing our second coat of the lacquer, and actually got it out of the box and put it on top, only because I want to get an even spray, and it's hard to actually point it downwards and get a proper even spray. I think the only issue I'm having right now is working outside. I ideally would have done it inside, but this is all I got, and the wind is against me. There you go. Doing slowly the second one. Right guys, I'm going to do another coat on this, and I'm actually going to take it inside the shed. I don't have no lighting inside there, but this is going to basically help me put the lacquer on more evenly, so I'll get back to you guys on that one. After doing actually 4 coats in total, basically when I was in the shed I actually had the opportunity to go much more closer and add the 3rd and 4th coat much more slower and much more close to get that gloss finish, and here it is. This is it, and we're going to apply this, and I think it's coming out pretty good. Here's the AliExpress one, which has no gloss finish, no lacquer on top. It was just pretty much ready to go on. And here's the one I got from eBay there, which I just finished respraying, and yeah, I think it came out pretty decent. And we're going to now apply that to the car. Right guys, I want to quickly demonstrate to you that the AliExpress one doesn't fit, and here we go. There's the AliExpress and there's the eBay one, and you can see here that even if I try to force it down, there's no way you're going to fit on this. Basically impossible. That's what you're going to get. However, with this one, it's just like popping it in, and that's it. So we're going to do that right now, and quickly get the screw that goes on there and finish that off. Alright, for those who are asking, yes, it does have an antenna module in there. There's a chip, and I'm going to basically get that inside. So they'll give you the screw for it. They'll give you 2 types depending on the size of the screw that you use. A normal Phillips screw. I'll just quickly screw that in. I don't use the radio personally, so I don't care if it works or not, or whatever. So that's pretty much it. I'm hoping, even though I sprayed it, that the 3M tape, or whatever tape is used here, holds it down. That's my biggest concern, is that once it goes on. I don't want to screw it up on the first try. Here goes nothing. Praying to God I'll get this right on the first go. Okay, I want to quickly look at the front. Let's see how that looks. I think I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna press it down now. Okay, so here it is. I'd say it looks pretty decent. Looks OEM. I think that's the main part. It looks OEM. Go on there a bit closer for you to look at it. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna get the professional finish, but the gloss finish, you do have a bit of shine to it. It looks decent, and the colors do match quite reasonably. Here's another look at it, using a wider lens. I mean, it's not all too perfect. I mean, from a distance you can see there's a gap around here, and I can't do anything about that. A little annoyed with that, just a little bit. Here you go. So just want to zoom in a bit more, and you can see what part I was on about. So just around here, just a little gap. I mean, I wish it was actually sealed as much as this one is. For some reason I don't have that same coverage here. I tried to press it down, but that's not helping. Well, I think it will be unnoticeable anyways. Right guys, so basically this is going to be a radio test, and let's see if that works with the antenna. Okay. So basically it works. I'm happy with that. Now these are dead pixels. I'm going to address this. I'm still trying to decide which way I'm going to go. Am I going to replace the whole thing here, or am I going to basically get this fixed and hopefully add Android up here? Not too sure yet. But yeah, radio works.